Hello everyone, I'm Donnie Chan. Welcome to this number 13-36 grammar trick. And we'll talk about syntactic analysis. And this is the second syntactic analysis for common clause. And common clause belongs to the finite clause. And for traditional classification of subordinate clauses, there are 5 types. Noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. These 3 belong to the new grammar's common clause, and then relative clause and comparative clause. So let's check. Traditionally, this is a noun phrase acting as subject, and traditionally, adjective phrase modify this noun phrase, and traditionally, adverb phrase modify this adjective. Bad. Or you can say so that altogether is acting as an adjunct. Modify this adjective. But for new grammar, common clause acting as subject. Relative clause acting as modifying this noun phrase. And again, common clause acting as adjunct. Modify this adjective. And traditional grammar would put back a noun phrase for this one, adjective for this one, adverb for this one. So they are claiming that these are equal to this. So noun phrase, adjective phrase, and adverb phrase. Well, that's no good. No good because of the 3 reasons. And the first reason is that they didn't account the form, the look of a clause. Let's take a look. So the first reason regarding the form. Okay, a clause acting as subject, a clause acting as adjunct, common clause, common clause. For a noun phrase, we can put noun phrase here. And for a noun phrase, you can also add as adjunct, right? So a noun phrase can be subject or adjunct. Why not a common clause can be acting as a subject and an adjunct? And consider this comparative clause because there's something. A PC is missing, predictive complement is missing. And this is acting as a traditionally acting as adjective phrase because it's a couple of verb and then adjective. So adjective phrase. But for new grammar, comparative clause acting as adjective or PC. And adverb phrase modifying this main sentence. And this is a comparative phrase because again, something is missing, a PC is missing, so it's in comparative phrase and it's acting as a adjunct. But traditional adverb clause. And again, traditionally, this is a complete clause, nothing is missing, so it's a common clause. Acting as a adjunct or supplementary adjunct or external adjunct modifying this main clause. But traditional way is no good. Let's check the second reason. Traditionally, they would treat this as subordinating conjunctions. This, because, and for if, and for before. So, subordinating conjunctions, and then after that, it's a reason adjunct, so adverb clause. It's a conditional adjunct, so adverb clause. And time clause, so adverb clause. And this is the subordinating conjunction, and this is the clause. Adverb clause, adverb clause, adverb clause. Not that good. because the clause has nothing to do with adverb. The adverb quality is provided by the preposition for new grammar. And then the third reason, the traditional grammar is no good. They didn't consider the function differences between common clauses and a noun or noun phrase. Let's check. You feel a clause, so it's a common clause acting as a complement to the verb. So it's a verb complement. Noun complement. Complement to a noun. Adjective complement. Complement to an adjective. We can say complement is a good friend of the head. A good friend of the head. A good friend of the head. But they are not equal. They are unique. So this cannot equal to this. Especially for this. Noun phrase cannot equal to this noun complement. And this cannot be equal to this. So let's consider this more. Noun phrase cannot be equal to the noun complement. So, noun phrase, noun complement. Are these two equal? Their insistence was that the gathering should be held at lunchtime. Sorry, these two are not equal. Is the termination that blah, blah, blah. So is this equal to this? Sorry, they are not equal. So noun phrase complement is unique. It's different than the noun phrase itself. And let's check. Tony, the bank manager, is to be congratulated on this initiative. So A positive. For this verb, so for A positive, they are equal. They can replace each other. So the bank manager is to be congratulated. That's fine. Tony is to be congratulated. Yeah. So they can replace each other. His fear that he might lose his job was increasing. So his fear was increasing. How about this one? Was increasing? Sorry. This one cannot replace this. He really good is finding that. So, he really good is finding. That's correct. He really good. This one? Sorry. This one cannot replace this one. Because the complement is unique. It's different than the noun or noun phrase. So for new grammar, it's considering form is better than the old grammar. Just consider the function. So for new grammar, 3 kinds of subordinate clause: common clause, relative clause, and comparative clause. And so far, we have discussed about common clause can be complement to noun, adjective, or preposition. Or it can be an adjunct. And then we will talk about complement to a verb. But in fact, we have talked about it a little bit, right? A verb and a verb complement. And it's a common clause, acting as a verb complement. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. And that's the last one covering syntactic analysis. And that'll be a long one. Bye-bye.